I have Discord streams going, right?
Yep.
Yes, yes, you do.
Yippee. Hooray. Fucking yippee ki
Yippee! Yay! Yippee! Yay! Yippee!
Let me set this to that. There we go. Okay, everyone. Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry. Literally no way I could have predicted that. And yep, it be what it be. Man.
Technological issues are a thing we all must simply know are going to happen and can never possibly account for.
Yeah, just my gosh, the amount of stream stuff. Okay. I almost clicked on delete save, but they would have given me a confirmation. That would have been a fun thing. Right. Right. We ended right here. The single fucking witness that literally saw the crime is not here.
Yep.
Thank you, Shaper. I would honestly get a little bit pissed if you redeemed that before I caught it. But it's done. All right. Okay. When we're ready, we can go.
Let me drink my water. Hang on.
Get ready. We're in it.
Alright.
So, Aria Holdings is not part of House Ikaria.
No, it is. House Ikaria is comprised of the literally Ikaria family, the Ikaria Financial Group, and an Aria Holdings.
And I now need to really quick search up. Was Aria Holdings at all mentioned?
No, I think Sarah's just grilling Sasuke
Yeah.
for information because that's what Sarah does.
Mm-hmm.
But each of those parts is a separate identity from the others.
That is very confusing.
No, it's... Well, yes, it can be confusing, but it protects us.
It's not confusing, it's just complicated. I guess that's confusing.
Protects the IFG.
No, protects the house from itself.
I like the texture of these curtains in the backgrounds. Good
I
texture.
know. The wall texture too.
Right?
I love drywall. Sorry.
Can't get enough of that drywall.
Yeah, texture.
That can be clipped.
Boy dinner.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Boy dinner.
If everyone in the Ikaria family was a member of the IFG, and the IFG was called the Ikaria family, that'd be much simpler.
I know it'd be simpler, but that's...
Who the hell is this guy to keep Rockford waiting?
Are you addressing your question to me? I've never met the man.
Well, he's met you. Smacked you upside the head and cuffed you.
If you say so. I told you. I don't remember anything after I walked out of that holding room.
Chime in at any time.
Apologies, Adonai. I was just trying to answer your question.
Can't you see that she's blinking currently? That means she's in Wi-Fi searching mode.
Who the hell is Officer Rogers?
Sorry, I love her. That's amazing. You find his
My critic.
socials or something.
I found a news story attached to a live feed.
I love her searching
Her
mode.
eyes sparkle. She's so cute.
It's
She
really
does.
great.
She has the Don Quixote face.
Yeah.
Thank you, Basil, for the subscription. Poor Basil missed that. Who the hell is Officer Rogers line because of the ads. I'm sorry of the ads, unfortunately, yeah.
He's shaking hands with some men at the top of some stairs.
Right now, what's the headline?
City council members thank heroic officer for his service.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
How can it?
Emma's outranked. If the politicians decided now is the time to do photo ops, she doesn't have the pull to go against them.
Are Officer Chopin's parents there?
Yes, both of his fathers were present.
Adoptive fathers.
You trying to make me feel better? Adopted or not, they are his parents. And their pain is real.
Of course. But that pain would be equally real if they weren't expressing it in front of those cameras, don't you think? If you're feeling guilty, Sosuke, please get it out of your system before the trial resumes.
I don't feel guilty. And if I did kill that officer, I wouldn't lose sleep over it. But that doesn't make it right.
Damn. Fucking
Ripping it
crackhead.
and ripping it over there, my dude.
Right?
Give
Hey,
it a
Sosuke,
minute,
can I get a sip of
What are you
that?
drinking?
Taking a life.
Sorry, pour myself a drink.
I can hear it. It's fuzzy as fuck over there, dude.
God damn.
Chris
So-
It's
so-
fucking
boring
ASMR
sound
quality.
Sosuke just being like, okay, so we got a minute? Alright, I'm gonna pour this. Did you have that with you in the courtroom?
I had it in
Maybe.
my pocket the whole time.
Sarah, didn't Diamante tell you not to bring drinks from work?
He didn't say not to
Take drinks to work.
Alright, well, pass me some.
Okay.
How did you know there's another one?
You remember that time that I told you to stuff candy in your pockets when we went to the movies? I know how much that jacket can fit.
Oh, okay.
Good bit. When you're ready.
And scene.
Let's see.
Would the movie theaters exist in these times? I think movie theaters would still maybe possibly exist.
How do movie theaters still not exist?
You are.
If not,
I'm
there's
sorry.
like one
I'm sorry.
somewhere.
Shaper, hold the fucking phone.
No,
you
yeah,
cannot
no, I was
tell
about to
me.
say.
You cannot tell me that this girl does not have pockets there. There are absolute. That is too chunky of a jacket.
I see a pocket right on
Literally-
her fucking chest, right there.
Okay, well that's one of those useless fucking pockets. We don't really talk about those,
There's-
okay?
You can still put shit in there.
in there, Era, what?
I have cash in a front pocket like that on my vest when I go out sometimes, just in case I need some emergency cash.
Well, I'm
I put my-
I'm in the minority here, and I will proceed to shut up.
My keys in there.
My keys are
I do
too.
put
I have
keys
too many
in there.
keychains. I can't put my keys in my front pocket like that. They gotta go in a big
Yeah,
pocket.
same.
Okay, okay.
Anyway,
Did you read this line yet? I forgot.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Parents having to outlive their children.
Here, I thought you'd be all about filial piety. You're telling me you wouldn't take a bullet for your patriarch, Daisuke?
Of course I would.
And force him to outlive his son? How could you?
Adopted son from a branch family.
Do I need to point out how badly you're contradicting yourself?
Daisuke Ikaria couldn't let me waste away when the rest of the Hayakawa branch was killed. Instead, he placed me at the right hand of power, a seat of honor.
A subservient seat.
All seats are subservient.
Not the one at the top.
I didn't know that the rest of your birth family died, Sosuke.
Retaliation for the fall of the leaves.
Quite the dignified way to refer to the Ikaria killing all those blue bloods 30 years ago. Anyway, it was my understanding that that was a complete and total victory. The kind that left the blue bloods incapable of counterattacking.
Very nearly so.
So you disapprove of what happened 30 years ago, Sosuke.
Of course not. The barbarity of the house's enemies left it with no other choice but to act.
No way out, huh? By the way, I was asked to pass along a message to you. If you're given a way out, take it.
Who told you that?
I think she said to say that she said it, right?
I
I don't think she specified. I think she just said pass along a message, but
yeah.
I don't see why we wouldn't tell him.
Yeah, yeah. She said her name was Mirai. Who is she?
A powerful member of the house. On the side of Arya.
Slow down, loose lips. I didn't ask for her whole life story.
What? Oh, sarcasm. Sorry. I'm just surprised. Surprised that she wouldn't take a personal interest in the outcome of this affair.
So did that message mean anything to you?
I'm not sure.
You're a terrifically helpful client. You know that?
There's something you should know about me, Morgan. About the Hound of Ikaria. I didn't earn that title as a bodyguard, or a head of security. And I didn't learn how to kill in the military. The Hound of Ikaria is the house's personal assassin.
What happened to the House of Ikaria being refined? Elevated above their criminal past?
The house is elevated. That status has granted it more enemies than ever. Enemies that need to be taken out silently, but undeniably.
Undeniably.
What I do is send messages. They need to be received by the right people, and they need to know who it is from.
Also, things that maybe should not be talked about in a public space. I'm just saying, like, feel
Yeah.
like this is not shit that should be said in remotely a public space as we are, but it's fine.
Don't worry about it.
You kill so that the other houses in the nobility know it was the Hounds?
But can't prove that House Ikaria was responsible. My own pride over being able to handle things internally, and their humiliation of being outplayed, ensures the deaths stay out of the papers.
So the entire police force can descend on a jaywalker caught by a reflection off a dash cam. But the nobility gets to wave off the surveillance state with a perfumed handkerchief, flaunting how the rules don't apply to them. Like I thought, a very pure expression of power. So all that talk of you being Makoto's head of security, that was all.
All true. I am. I have been Makoto's head of security for the past year.
Did your courier business dry up?
Circumstances around Makoto has changed. I had asked to step in and fill a role.
And what you said about guarding the previous heir, waving your katana around as soon as you could walk?
The circumstances were different then, too.
Why tell me now?
Because now that I've seen her, I don't think Rockford would have missed it.
No, why didn't you tell me yesterday, the first time we met, when I could have actually prepared for this? Clearly you've got some deeply held desire to rot in prison since you won't help me win this case. But what happened in the last 5 minutes that you suddenly got cold feet?
I'll deny.
Yesterday, I thought you were just an outsider, in over their head, who would surely drown if they knew who they were defending. Today, I think you're an outsider, in over their head, who could stay afloat with a lifeline.
Thanks for the heads up. 5 minutes notice really comes in handy when your client asks you to catch a bullet. Excuse me.
I'm sorry to disappoint you too, Sarah. Can't imagine you're pleased to be defending a self-confessed killer.
I don't know what you went through when you were a soldier. And I have no idea what you must have gone through as an assassin. Yesterday, Adonai suggested I shouldn't speak about these kinds of things since I have no experience with them. I don't know if she's right about that. But soldiers and assassins do exist in this world. And they are still people. And I think I would be sad if I couldn't talk to any of them. On a related note, could you catch a bullet, Sosuke Ikaria?
I'm going to say something really deep and poignant. And then I'm going to need you to recreate a cool action movie stunt.
Look,
These are both equally relevant to me.
look.
And these are both required.
I currently am able to forgive whatever you've done because I do need you to answer a very important question. Can you catch a bullet?
No, Sarah.
But you're a cybernetically enhanced martial artist.
Bullets are very fast.
That is true.
I could probably catch an arrow if I knew it was coming.
Tell me more.
These fucking dorks.
I'm gonna be so sad when Sosuke leaves after this case. I want him to be our third weird assistant at the bench forever, I think, actually.
Amazing. So are we going back in?
Yeah, we were just having a brief recess because we were.
Yeah, no, I
waiting
was
to
just
see if-
curious how I
Yeah.
was curious how it was gonna work out.
Sorry, I went to go speak. I felt something in the back of my throat catch. 1 second while I drink this fucking water.
Oh, good.
So, you and your partner were the second
Time for a
officers to
sip of
arrive on the
water.
scene?
That's correct, ma'am. When the 10-999 went out, my partner and I were relatively center city. We were within jogging distance of the site after an elevator ride, so we proceeded on foot.
Rogers still isn't shown. Emma must have rushed London to adjust to the reshuffled docket.
Mm.
I assume he was rushed. He does seem somewhat distracted.
We arrived on the premises at 10:21 p.m. At 10:27 p.m., we assisted Officer Rogers in completing the arrest of the suspect.
What did that involve? Reading rights to an unconscious man?
That's a good bit!
We helped Rogers finish cuffing the suspect, is what I meant. His hands were shaking.
Your witness, counselor.
I'd like to ask London why he wasn't explicit about all this yesterday. But complaining about a detective not being forthcoming with the defense isn't exactly a winning strategy. He didn't hesitate to show me his involvement with the mafias yesterday. What's he got left to hide? 1021 assisted clearing. Actually, this
I
is
mean,
good. This is a good question to start with, really. Feel these two questions. What's up, Em?
I was just saying, I think we can just kind of start from the top and work our way down if we want. It's only when you start like asking
Yeah.
questions that it starts adding to things, right?
It does add when you ask, like it does add a card out anyways. When you ask any question. Why are you and your partner in Center City that night, Detective?
Well, to be honest, I hadn't eaten dinner yet, so I was really in the mood for some kind of hot soup, you know? And my partner was kind enough to indulge me on taking a drive.
That's all he's gonna say. It's not like I can call him a compromised witness just because he was in the area, but what the hell is there to even depress when his answer's that simple? I'm almost tempted to. Is the soup good?
Was it
Oh my
too
God.
good? Well, Rick.
Was the soup any good, Detective?
I never got any in the end. Had this hole-in-the-wall place in mind, but when we got there, turned out they'd gone out of business the last month. they last stopped by. Guess they always knew they weren't that successful, but I thought... Honestly, I thought it'd lose some of its charm if it got popular. Maybe if I hadn't been so selfish, they'd still be here. You never know how much you're gonna miss that 7 out of 10 restaurant till it's gone, you know?
Yeah.
Your Honor? Relevance? It's not relevant, but it is poignant and deeply human. I'll allow it. Or I won't punish it, at least. Now ask a real question.
Emma, are you going to complain with a question that kind of wastes some time? Are you really going to complain about a question that wastes some time? Right away, Your Honor.
What an awesome bit. What a really good bit.
I'm like, fuck it, I'll take a chance at this. We'll see what happens. If they're gonna give me a chance to ask, was this soup good in a court case, then I think I have to. I think I have to go for it. And
How could you claim to take inspiration from Ace Attorney if you're not gonna give stupid fucking nonsensical dialogue in the middle of a very serious court case?
A stupid non sequitur, right? It's just like, also, Emma, hun, we just wasted like 3 minutes of time. That's time that your actual witness could show up. How did you and your partner go about clearing the building?
I took point and my partner covered me, checking the rooms behind us as we went. It was tense searching the rooms with that racket blaring from upstairs.
You were still searching for suspects even though there was a 1099 on the third floor?
Rogers had already reported the manner of his partner's death, Counselor. We weren't going to run upstairs to try and defibrillate.
How was that report made?
Over comms at around 10:17 p.m.
Is it common practice to separate from one another when I'm responding to a 10999?
It's one of several valid approaches the department advises in critical scenarios. Is this anything?
I don't feel like this would be it. This couldn't... What relevance would this have? I think we're gonna say this for now. Dumb question, Detective, but did you have your body camera on?
Officers aren't required to turn on body cameras when responding to an emergency, Counselor. And detectives aren't required to wear body cameras at all.
Like I said, dumb question. But by any chance, did your partner have a body camera going? Perhaps out of a characteristic abundance of respect for the rules?
Matter of fact, I believe she did.
So, the first 4 of our city's brave policemen to arrive at the scene of the crime, only one of them thought to turn their body cam on?
It's my understanding that Rogers couldn't turn his on, as it had broken earlier in the week.
And Tariq Chopin?
I don't know why he didn't have his on.
Does Emma know? Does Officer Rogers?
I think maybe you do press this.
I have
because
to.
now
I have
knowing
nothing.
that they have.
Yeah. They have body cam footage, right? And that gives us,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not only body cam footage, but this is also requesting, like, hey, did this person see this thing at this particular time?
Did you ever lose sight of your partner?
I might have.
So she might have lost sight of you.
Speculation, Your Honor.
If I can't see you, you can't see me. That's not speculation, Your Honor, just grade school logic.
Overruled! Spill the deets, witness.
Well, yes, me and my partner were separated as we cleared the building. For more than a minute, I'd say.
Interesting. Thank you for giving us all that to chew on, Detective London.
Come on, give me a break. I was trying to be helpful.
No, I mean it. Blackjack, maybe. I am especially interested to hear you describe how my client was unconscious and helpless by the time he first appeared on any body cam. Shall we review that footage together? I wonder if we can pinpoint exactly how many wounds he received in between his arrest and when his mugshot was taken.
Redirect, Your Honor.
Really?
What is she doing now?
Yeah, London is... London is so interesting, right?
I like him. Sorry, I was slipping back into
Yeah,
the
yeah.
voice.
The prosecution called Detective London as their witness and asked their questions. Adonai just had the chance to ask her own questions during the cross-examination. After the cross-examination, the people can redirect if they have additional questions for the witness.
So it isn't just one for them and one for us.
More like an eye for an eye for an eye until justice is blind and bloody. She wants another round. Why? Just stalling?
Detective London, are you aware of an ongoing police investigation for a figure known as the Hound of Icaria?
Not stalling. Approach, Your Honor.
Wait, do I finally get to say the line? Hold on, this is happening too fast. Okay. Oh, so you're a they're already here.
80, my best friend 80.
I'm never gonna get a chance to say my cool line. And I had one chance and I blew it.
The way both of them are just looking here. They could have done a thing where like they did a back and forth shot, but instead just having both of them come in like, girl, what the hell? What are we doing? This Hound of Icaria is obviously some kind of case file that the Organized Crimes Department is working on. Detective London isn't qualified to speak on it.
Homicide, organized crimes. Is it that big of a difference? Depends on the career of the witness in question. Detective London, for example, spent 6 years in the organized crimes unit.
You what?
You didn't know that?
Where are you taking this, Emma?
I hate to admit it, but I think I need spoilers as well. If you ask him about this, what's he gonna say? That the Hound of Icaria is an assassin who leaves calling cards at each of his kills, terrorizing the house's perceived enemies without shame, and that the lead suspect in those cases is a man around Sosuke's age and height, with gray-blue hair, a modded spine, and a large tattoo of a dog across his back.
Sasuke, you vain son of a bitch. You got made with your shirts off?
Bless you.
You cannot let the jury hear that, Your Honor.
But I really wanna...
If organized crimes wanted to arrest Sasuke, they should have done so already. He's on trial here today for these 5 counts and nothing else.
The defense has once again claimed that their client is merely some veteran who's been victimized by greater forces. But the police believe that he is in fact the deadliest soldier the Icaria have at their disposal. That's not irrelevant.
No, it's just prejudicial as hell.
Girls fighting! But obeying the legal precedent. But the tension, the human He'll just be giving a summary. The case file won't enter the record.
So you won't even give me the chance to object to the evidence? Your Honor, if you do this, the jury will be spoiled within seconds, and I'll have my client served up a mistrial before the day is through.
And some other lucky adjutant will get to have all the fun. I've severed the jury's feed for the time being. I'd like to hear exactly what the witness has to say before ruling out this testimony's inclusion.
But Your Honor, the gallery...
Is not your concern? nor a concern of justice. This trial will remain open to the public until such a time as I or the state feel it shouldn't be. Decision made! Thank you, Your Honor.
I feel like 80 is getting a lot more room to just completely own up the camera here. She is absolutely eating the scenery.
What just happened?
The jury is going to take a bathroom break. Emma will get to ask her questions, but in all likelihood, the adjutant will make sure they never hear the answers.
So we aren't any worse off.
Sasuke might be.
What do you mean?
This gallery is filled to the brim with cops. They all think he killed Chopin. If London regales us all with tales of the Hound's exploits on top of that.
Don't worry, Sasuke. They can't do anything to you here.
Because we're in a courtroom. I won't spend the rest of my life in this room, Sarah. And even if I could, I wouldn't.
Detective London, if you would, please testify as to the... for real?
Your Honor?
What now?
Hey, Rockford! That witness guy who flaked on you made you look dumb. Yes? He's finally here.
Oh?
Thank you, Your Honor. I have no more questions for the witness at this time.
Really? But I...
The redirect fizzles out. Counselor, you want to snap it up?
No, Your Honor.
Dang, Detective London! Nobody wants to talk to your ass.
They fucking hate his ass.
My fucking god!
This is
Nobody
so
wants to talk
important.
to your punk ass. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Okay.
Holy shit!
Could have asked nicely.
I just did.
His fucking face!
Fuck.
Miss Rockford, let it go.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. That was a horrible burn, and my
I
gosh.
didn't think she was allowed to say that.
She doesn't hold anything back in the courtroom, only because that's what gives her the greatest chance of victory. If the jury wouldn't hear it either way, and she has no need to stall for time, she won't stoke the coals for the fun of it.
So, if you hadn't fought against that redirect up until the very last moment,
Bullet caught, huh?
Yeah. Nothing impressive about putting my arm between the gun and my...
heart?
I was gonna say stomach.
The analogy seems weaker somehow.
Oh my god, this is so fucking interesting.
There he is.
The man of the hour. The hero who put a stop to the Hound of Icaria and brought justice to the city over the loss of its favorite son, Tariq Chopin.
He's so pathetic.
Who's taking this pathetic man?
Look at him!
Who's taking this pathetic man?
He's a wet, soggy man.
Sure.
You sure, Gabe?
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Blinn?
Okay.
Why? Why not?
I mean, Blinn could. Yeah, Blinn could take this, probably.
Like, I'm fine. Sarah doesn't have that many speaking lines.
That is true. It's
Okay.
just a matter. Yeah, alright, if you're sure, yeah. Fuck, I pressed my button instead. There we go.
Oh, okay, fuck me then. Patrol Officer Rogers reporting for duty.
You don't have to say that.
Sorry, then just, reporting for duty.
Name and occupation.
Oh my
Patrol
god.
Officer Huey Rogers, occupation, patrol officer.
Oh my god, he is so fucking pathetic. Police officer, Lower Wards Patrol, like salt water? Rosemary, graffiti art, dislikes sand, marshmallows, the lottery, wakes up at 5:30 a.m., can't stand mice, bounce, easily upset.
Dude, look at this guy.
Look at this guy, my gosh.
This guy's on newspaper covers.
This guy likes the beach, hates the sand.
A former partner of Tariq Chopin. Apologies for earlier.
It's fine. The court understands that the city council had need of you.
When I said my name wrong, won't happen again.
And your tardiness?
What's that?
Being hours late to this trial?
Did I not set a reminder?
Oh, God help me.
Does seeing him here in the flesh jog your memory at all?
No, not at all.
I think this guy would be pretty hard to forget.
You must have sustained quite the concussion then.
As an appetizer. From what I saw, he's lucky nothing important leaked out of his ears.
Shall we begin, Officer Rogers?
Right. From where?
The start!
This is stone writing.
That was a great fucking line read, Em. Oh my god, the fucking grimacing sweet smile. Emma Rockford.
Thank you, I do my best.
Rockford does not describe her patience.
Oh,
This is such a pathetic wet towel of a man.
You know who he reminds me of? This man looks like the way everyone on Tumblr was drawing Emmett and Ingo when fucking Pokemon Legends Arceus came out.
Arceus came out. Yep.
They
I'm
made a
just
third
thinking that.
train conductor from Pokemon, guys. And he's a
He
sad, pathetic
sucks.
man.
I don't think I've ever gone far enough in Legends Arceus to know who you're talking about.
The
Oh,
funny
it's
train
okay.
guys from Black and White.
The funny train guys from Black and White.
Oh, okay. Their ancestor in Legends Arceus, understood.
Oh, okay. Did you play
Let's go with that.
Legends
Let's move on.
Arceus?
What?
Did you play Legends Arceus?
No, I said I don't think I got far enough in Legends Arceus to know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
We're going to move on with our day.
Anyway,
Yeah, we're gonna move on.
well, it was a pretty boring, normal night. Me and Chopin were just driving our route, windows down. He was always getting carsick if the windows weren't down.
Damn, me as fuck.
Then around 9:45 or so, my partner heard shots fired. So off we went.
What does that mean?
Well, shots echo down in the lower wards, so I wasn't too sure about the direction. But my partner was confident it'd have something to do with the Blue Bloods. This area is a known hotspot. As
oh my
we
god, this
neared the
sprite.
street, we saw people slinking away from it. We got the message. People can sense that kind of trouble, even when they don't know it. Something bad had gone down and no one wanted anything to do with it. Front door wouldn't budge. I peeked around to the alley, but the fire escape was out of commission. Then my partner, shot clean through the door handle.
Chopin was that determined to get inside based on some echoed gunshots and a few context clues. Suppose context clues are most of what I use to find the place too, but
So when you arrived, the only way into the building was locked?
Yeah, so we had a strong reason to believe the shooter was still in the vicinity. I was in favor of waiting for backup at this point, but my partner, he was convinced the place was dead empty already. So he was moving a good bit faster than me right up until we got to the second floor, and we heard a loud slam.
A slam.
What kind of slam?
Like slam?
Or like slam.
Or like slam?
Thank you, for fucking nailing that delivery with me.
You're so welcome.
I love that they had 3 different sound effects there to play with. My gosh.
I don't know. It was loud though. And Chopin gets all deadly serious and insists I stay, and he goes ahead. Up to the 3rd floor. After a bit, he yelled down to me, saying everyone was dead and I should come join him. And that's when I heard another heavy thud. I didn't know it was the sound of my partner's body hitting the floor. But I put 2 and 2 together when I saw that man there, standing over him.
We'll let the record show that the witness has finally identified the defendant.
If you heard a noise at a crime scene, the natural conclusion would be that you were not alone.
But if Chopin thought they weren't alone, why would he insist on splitting up?
To prevent escape? I mean, preventing escape would be the most likely option.
No.
No, it
Well,
wouldn't,
yeah,
because-
actually.
I mean, yeah. I don't feel it's... It depends, right? Like, if he let them outside, that'd be one thing.
Yeah, it would depend on where, and if he was left outside, then it would make sense, but...
But
Rockford
Fire
doesn't make sense to me at all.
yeah.
I don't know to search quickly. Maybe it is prevent escape.
Yeah, this is the most,
I
like...
would go with that.
Yeah.
That's the only one that makes the most sense.
That's it. Chopin must have wanted to split up so they could cut off possible routes of escape. Perhaps I can shed some light on the late officer's actions.
With more speculation.
With some helpful theorizing. Capped off with hard evidence. Officer Chopin explicitly told his partner to stay behind. And the only reason he'd do that is if he thought it'd let them catch an escaping suspect.
Why? Sorry, fuck. Why would he think a suspect was escaping if he heard a noise upstairs?
He wouldn't. He'd only think a suspect was escaping if the noise he heard was... Very heavy, loud. I would think the slam was the sound of the windows being slammed open, right? That's what I would think.
Yeah.
But
I don't think you can climb up, climb down. Well, you can climb down. From
you
the
can.
fire
You can.
escape. I don't think
You would
can
have
climb
to
up.
jump. Yeah, they specified that you would have to jump up to the crime scene because of the ladder. You can get down, but like the dumpster has to be in the way, right? But the dumpster is the thing that's very loud.
Yeah, like we explicitly were shown, hey, this stuff is loud as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it has to be the dumpster then, right? I feel it has to be the dumpster. Because the fire escape, we don't have hard evidence on the like window being opened yet. We know that it was not open when we left, but what's up, Em?
I can ask later, don't worry about it. You said something about the windows and I remembered something I spotted when I was rewatching a previous episode, but we don't have to get into it right now, it'll probably come up later.
Yeah, the windows were not filed into actual evidence, but we know that the windows were left were opens when we looked at the scene. Also,
They were. The window's right there at the bottom of the evidence list.
oh, is it actually at the? Oh, beautiful. Opens the alley in the fire escape. Blood splatter across the windows, been traced back to the Magus shell, right? Fingerprints in the handles match Creek and the rest of his pod, yeah. Other thought I'm having too, we didn't lock the door on our way out. Unless it possibly locks automatically, but
I'm pretty sure that's what Han said, is that it locks automatically.
understood. That must have been the case then, yeah. Yeah, it has to be the dumpster then, because I feel this would be fire escape doesn't make sense. It would be the windows.
Hey, don't forget to raise your stakes, baby! We're gambling in this house!
God, I fucking forgot how really great that design is. A noise that came from the alley.
What kind of noise would that be?
A noise like the one I was treated to when Detective London clumsily shut the dumpster out there.
Hey now, I left my ears ringing too, you know?
I didn't know you were still in the room, London, but hi.
Why would he not be?
I've been here.
But I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was told to leave, so...
I mean, they took him off the witness stand, but he's probably still out in the gallery or something.
Yeah, I'm
Probably.
feeling.
Yeah.
What are you even talking about?
I'm talking about an exit plan. In other words, how the real culprit managed to flee the scene.
How does a dumpster lid relate to some imaginary suspect's great escape?
1963, 172 minutes.
God, Sarah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The Great
Sorry,
Escape.
that-
I can tell you how long it is exactly.
That took me a moment to be like, what the fuck are you? Oh god, the movie. Oh my fucking god.
Oh!
Yeah,
The movie.
The
The
movie.
movie. The Great Escape. Made in
course
1963. A
she
runtime
has
of
that
172
information memorized.
minutes.
Her autism.
I'm like, that was like
Yeah.
flying. That was fucking flying over my fucking brain. It's just like, it's like, what? I don't get it. Then it
Yeah,
just
you
clicked
would
in.
get
It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Girl, why are you
Fucking
in for
nerd.
dumping right now?
A man's
No,
livelihood
it's that
is
kind.
at
It's that
stake.
kind of thing where someone someone randomly references something loosely connected to something that you know, and you're like, "Oh yes, I know about that." What? We're talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? That? Sorry.
No, that was the equivalent to the thing I do, where if you say a sentence that's half a song lyric, I'll
Right.
just sing the entire rest of the song at you for no real reason.
Mhm.
I do the same thing.
Exactly.
The only way to get from the 3rd floor to the street without going past the 2 cops clearing the building would be by going down the fire escape and into the alley,
A fire escape that's broken?
so no one could climb up it, but anyone could jump into the dumpster below. You completely cut out for that.
Pick up my voice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There you go, you're back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know?
Gee, bro. I can kind of see it.
That must be a dead pixel you're seeing, Your Honor. Were there boot prints on top of the dumpster? A dent in the lid?
Well, that's...
No. Of course not. So there's no proof, no reason at all to think that anyone jumped down onto it. And no reason for us to entertain this train of thought.
Damn it. That's... I've got nothing. Even if there had been damage to the dumpster, I could never prove it was caused by a fleeing culprit.
Adonai,
I'm thinking.
I know. But might this not possibly be the time for you to stop thinking? And instead, flip the go board like you've told me to do before.
You're horribly misquoting me.
Oh,
But Emma says there's no proof that anyone fled the crime scene. But if there was proof of it, what would it look like? Proof that someone was in that room when the police first arrived, but not there when the police got to the 3rd floor. They would have had to take the fire escape if Rogers never saw them. And they couldn't have taken the fire escape without first opening the window. It's been bothering me since yesterday. I was sure those windows were closed when I left, but they've been open ever since the scene was secured. And I can't testify to that. The one time I know the truth and I want to get it out, but I can't admit it without screwing myself over.
Adonai, any luck?
Pardon the interruption, Your Honor. I have no objections at this time.
And then the witness may continue.
Please do. But rewind a bit first, if you could, since we got off topic. And don't spare any detail. Tell the court exactly what you saw, felt, and heard that night.
Of course. The witness is a trained officer of our city's prestigious police force.
You're gonna ask me what I remember? Oh god, oh fuck, oh no!
I don't remember this morning.
I'm not even sure I put my socks on right this morning. They want me to. Oh fuck!
God.
He'll gladly recount every minutia for us. Line by line.
Like every detail?
Especially the irrelevant ones.
Sir, yes, sir.
I did get a little in my head just now. Better listen through his whole testimony at least once before I start looking for holes.
It was a quiet night, but then my partner heard gunshots. We headed for the nearest known Oika hotspot and arrived to find the building dead quiet. Door was locked. I checked the alley, but didn't see any other way in. So Chopin shot off the lock through the handle, and we entered. Followed some kind of loud music up the stairs. Then there was a slam, and my partner bolted upstairs. About a minute later, I heard a thud from upstairs and came running to find the defendant standing over my partner's dead body.
Something stand out to you, Adonai?
Yeah, my ears perked up a bit.
The saying is perked up, is it not?
This fucking subtle facial expression is new, but it's like, I don't know, what the fuck are you saying? What? Oh, let me focus. Morgan and Emma both just like say weird shit sometimes. It's so great. It's so great. It's like, what the fuck did you just say? Okay, we have the sound system, the fire escape, and the front door. I feel like the fire escape is the likely thing to go with here. Chopin shut off the lock through the handle. So yeah, that's definitely accurate. Loud music up the stairs. Heard a thud
Back
from
up a little further.
Yeah. What's up?
If when they got there the building was quiet,
But
wasn't the music playing?
they heard, you would hear gunshots over the music. They were a decent way around. They
No,
were,
no, 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 that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you pulled up to the building, the music was fucking blaring. Why did they not hear it?
Oh, that's building dead quiet. Yeah, actually, they would have heard it. Yeah,
Like
actually, you're right.
Yeah, they said they
Wait,
heard
wait,
it when
wait.
they
No,
opened the
that's-
door, but like,
that's the
why
thing.
would they hear it before that?
They wouldn't hear it if the windows were closed. Meaning that the windows were opened. Right? Because they the escape happened when that slam sound happened, right? So a person probably opens the windows when they heard the gunshot at the door.
Well, the slam was from them hitting the dumpster.
Exactly,
The window might have
exactly.
been open prior to that.
No. They probably opened the window once they heard the gunshot go off at the door and signifying people were entering. Because otherwise, they would have heard the music if the window was open. You're totally right.
Yeah, he said it was dead quiet.
Yeah, that's more my point more than anything. Is just
Yeah,
like,
no,
if
no,
we're
that's
looking
what
for
I mean.
an opening contradiction
Exactly.
to start with, that
That's
seems
the
like the thing to
contradiction
come first.
because and it also gives us the line through because that means the window is closed then. But yeah.
What if we're just approaching this in the wrong fucking order entirely?
We'll see. Find a building dead quiet. Yep. This is why I love playing it with you guys being blind as well
You
with me.
need to stop throwing those at me, by the way.
You keep throwing your chess. You keep throwing my chess pieces back at me.
No?
It goes both ways.
Name a single time I've thrown a chess piece at you. I'll wait.
Every time that I've been wrong, which we haven't seen at all this game.
Just goes to show you how much better I am than you.
How could you have arrived to find the place dead quiet when there was a sound system blaring on the top floor?
The witness must not have heard the sound system. This is a noisy city, even in the lower wards.
But he did hear the music. He described it in his testimony just now. So the building was dead quiet when you were outside, but you could hear music from the first floor.
Well, yeah, heard the music pretty much as soon as we stepped inside.
Only after you stepped inside?
Yeah, sturdy door, I guess.
Your Honor, the witness has established that the front door was very secure and tightly locked. There's nothing strange about it blocking out some amount of sound.
But it blocked out, like, all the sound. Once the door was open, the music was booming.
The scene of the crime was a known blue light property, yes? A safe house apartment complex of sorts, as I understand it. They must have made a number of modifications to the premises. That front door certainly looked like a newish addition. Check. Maybe they redid the windows, too.
I don't get it.
I don't mind stating it plainly, Your Honor. That building has been thoroughly soundproofed.
I mean, that would check out if it's like a safe house. You'd want to soundproof the fuck out of it.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
especially. Hang on. How did they hear gunshots if
That's-
the place was soundproof?
That is on my mind, right? Is like
Like, if it's soundproofed to that point where, like, loud-ass music like that can leak through, but gunshots do, there's something wrong.
Well, there's also that and the incongruency of that guy went
Chopin's-
directly to this building.
there's a lot suspicious about the fact that Chopin knew where to, like, they knew it was an Orca hotspot, sure, but there was still a little bit too much direct of knowing exactly where to go, right?
Exactly where to go. Yeah.
Like, I cannot imagine
Especially
that was the
because it,
only
like,
Orca
brought the upper
hotspot.
layer to the bottom layer.
No. They were on the bottom layer. London and Reyes were on the upper layer when the 1099 went out. Chopin and Rogers were doing already a patrol in the lower wards.
Yeah, how the fuck did they just go there directly then? Damn.
It has to be soundproofed, and like none of this otherwise makes sense.
Yeah, it has to be soundproof.
That building has been thoroughly soundproofed, Your Honor.
You think the building was soundproofed?
I know it was. I experienced myself stepping out of the lower wards and into its dingy nightclub vibe. That explained what the witness experienced, wouldn't it?
Perhaps, but
But that wouldn't explain the building being dead quiet when they arrived. Not unless the window next to the sound system was closed. Exactly. Showed my hand a bit there. She knows what I'm gunning for.
Counselor, asking the court to accept that the building happened to be soundproofed is not the flawless argument you're making it out to be. The window in question opens to the alley. Rogers could have easily missed the noise coming out of it.
Even though he already testified that he checked the alley before his partner shot the door open.
He might have merely neglected to mention that he heard music at the time.
Huh? Music in the alley? I would have noticed that kind of thing, right?
Oh, Rogers, would you please just shut the fuck up?
Fast on the uptake, this one.
I'm looking at this arcs from every angle I can, rotating cubes in my mind as fast as my programming will allow.
I'm sure you do that often.
Still seeing a crime scene where the windows are open. What am I doing wrong?
There's a trick to it. Try focusing on just a single cube first. Once you've got one spinning consistently.
Yes, Your Honor, the windows were found open. It's a contradiction.
already had a rotated apple in my mind.
Sarah and 80 like bouncing off of each other regularly.
It's
during
great.
this.
It's great. Imagine
I
not
like-
doing the bonus interviews and understanding the dynamic that Sarah and 80 have thanks to that interview. Like
like
that's
to imagine-
required reading in between episodes, I feel.
I like to imagine the minute this trial started, Morgan and Emma start doing their thing, and Sarah and 80 just quietly open like a chat room on the side and are just vibing in the background while
Yeah.
these two are arguing.
Yeah.
ADHD and autism best friend.
Sarah, look at this cool gif of a cat I found. LOL.
Fucking God, this just like reactivated a fucking like old Tumblr post that I read a while ago. Just me rotating the 3D spider in my head. I think my friends are upset at me.
80 does this.
Alright. The windows were closed when the officers arrived, but open by the time Rogers got to the 3rd floor. That means someone must have opened them.
Someone not currently on trial, Your Honor.
You should stretch before attempting mental gymnastics that intense, counselor.
Whew.
You claim that the windows were originally closed and only opened at the last moment as some mystery individual fled down into the alley. But we know Creek was standing in front of those windows when he was shot. And we can see where his blood landed on the sides of the windows that face into the room when open. If, as you claim, the windows were closed when he was shot, then his blood somehow ended up on the wrong side of the glass.
That's...
Your theory is flawed. A far-flung fantasy with nothing other than Officer Rogers' poor hearing to support it. All the actual evidence shows that at the time of the murder, the windows were exactly as we found them, flung open.
Her logic isn't faulty. I can't overturn it with any given piece of evidence. But I can point out the flaw in how she's presented her evidence. Thank you for the advice about taking full advantage of arcs, by the way. But trust me, there are some things that are best understood by visiting the crime scene in person.
What?
Helps keep you from getting flipped around. Fingerprints on handles?
Can we pull up the
Yeah.
windows evidence?
Spraying blood and viscera behind him. I think that's our angle there. Is that why would it spray blood behind him on the windows if he was trying to open the windows, right?
No, that's what Emma's arguing, is that the windows had to have been, like...
Open for the
Okay.
blood.
Here's what I'm looking at this. I think I see what Emma's saying, and I've seen the mistake she's made. I think.
Okay.
How do you think those windows open?
Those handles are there. I assume that they meet in the middle and you pull them out to the side, kind
They
of like.
slide. That's what you think, right?
They don't look like they slide. They look more like actual like window shutters, right? In that like you pull them out and to the sides because they look angled, right? They don't look like they slide. Well, I can't properly tell.
When they're closed, are those handles right next to each other in your imagining of how they open?
I would imagine that. Yeah.
I think they're sliding windows,
Okay.
and Emma's imagining them as flipping open and closed, not actually like moving apart, and that's her problem. Because what she's saying is like, if these windows were closed, then the blood is on the outside part of the window, which is not true because that's not how the windows open.
Right. And plus we can see here that the blood is on the inside of the windows, and also those windows meet in the middle though. That right? The blood splatter overlap is on both sides of the windows.
Right, we know the blood's on the inside of the windows, but Emma thinks that the side that has the blood is the outside of the window, so the window has been opened and the outside part is now inside.
Right. So regardless, it's most likely the window splatter, right? Because she doesn't know.
I think it is the splatter.
It's either splatter or creek bled out. Well, no. It would have been.
It would be creek bled out. No.
All the shows were exactly as we found them, flung open. His blood somehow ended up on. Sorry. Window was closed when he was shot. Then his blood somehow ended up on the wrong side of the glass. Right, yeah. On the sides of the windows that face into the room when open. Yeah, no, it has to be the window splatter, because that's not how the windows open.
Yeah, especially with what Morgan's saying. I think that's what she's trying to drive at, is that Emma has fundamentally misunderstood how these windows are arranged.
Yeah.
And here's the evidence that proves that you don't know what you're talking about, girly. It's the blood splatter. Also, fingerprints on the handles. If those handles were part of the outside part of the window, why would the fingerprints be there?
Exactly. Alright, well, we go all in on this then. I feel it could be either of these, and like our logic.
Trusting me, I guess. I think it is splatter. I think it is.
Apologies, Your Honor. I'm just confused. Why is Miss Rockford talking about those windows as if they swing open?
What are you talking about?
Those windows don't swing into the room. They're pulled to the side.
Hey. What?
Didn't you see the fingerprints they found on the handles? One look at that should tell you which side of the glass faces indoors. Funny, wasn't that in the arcs?
Oh, this is a very chic interior design I'm seeing. Very wabi-sabi. Girl, what?
What?
So the windows only slide parallel to the walls.
Girl, what do you mean by that?
Glenn?
Sorry. Wouldn't matter whether they're open or shut. The creep is shot. The blood wouldn't always end up on the same side.
Hey! I said I finally got the windows lined up right in the arc.
You didn't say that. At least not aloud.
Thank you for always listening, Sarah. But I said it just now, so whatever.
What do you mean, lined up?
The blood splatter!
Uh-huh.
Ta-da!
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, no,
It looks a lot nicer now, doesn't it?
yes. Thank you, Your Honor.
That is so inappropriate for an adjutant to do.
But it's gotten us all on the same page. We can all reasonably conclude that the windows were closed when Krieg was shot at the very least.
Yes. Though when they were next opened is something you'll fight over, I'm sure. Now, if this ARC student could just tell me whether the windows were actually soundproof.
I doubt the arcs could simulate that accurately for you, Your Honor. But if we re-examine the scene for that specifically, it should be simple enough to...
Waste the court's time. Forgive me for repeating myself, Your Honor, but even if we prove conclusively that the windows were soundproof, the defense's argument still hinges entirely on the omission of one detail from the witness's testimony. Putting it another way, just because he didn't hear the music, that doesn't mean he couldn't hear the music because the soundproof windows were closed.
The devil's proof.
Yes, and you actually used it right this time.
I did my reading.
She's effectively conceded that the windows were soundproofed. But she's also shifted tactics, and it's a formation I don't recognize. That's to be expected from no general. But I don't need Makoto here to tell me that war is deception. So, how about a little misdirection? Listen up, Sarah. The important thing about the devil's proof is that it's always on our side.
The side of underdogs, lovers, and dreamers across the road,
Can we also talk?
across the world.
Can we talk about that fun little detail where the music faded out a little bit as it faded to black before she came back in swinging? In time when talking about, soundproofing and all that. That was really good. The side of the defense, innocent until proven guilty. That's what makes the devil so infuriating for the prosecution. The people make a fair point, Your Honor. There really isn't any hard evidence for my fleeing suspect theory at the moment. But the people haven't disproven it either, have they?
My fucking God, your goddamn trumpets again. Morgan, they're too loud!
That definitely does need to be balanced a little bit. I forget the exact details, Your Honor, but all we need is a shadow of a doubt, right?
To overturn 5 dead bodies, the testimonies of 3 cops, and a room soaked to the floorboards in forensic evidence.
Yeah. What does Hanu mean?
Jury indignation. God, they're changing up all the little details on this one.
Actually, maybe that's probably what this means.
I'm looking it up right now.
Is the Chinese word meaning anger, indignation, or wrath.
Oh yeah, that was probably a translation then. Amazing.
Lost your mind? You trying to piss off everyone here?
Yes. Come on, you don't hate my theory that much, do you?
I'm warming up to it.
Then I'll stick to the facts for now. At the time Rogers and Chopin arrived, the front door was locked. The music was still playing at the scene of the crime, even if Rogers didn't notice it until stepping inside. And at the moment Creek was shot, at least, we could be certain the soundproof windows behind him were closed.
Yes, those are the facts. Why are you restating them?
Because there's something that's been bothering me. If we accept these as the facts, one part of the Honorable Officer Rogers' testimony makes no sense.
Heard gunshots, buddy? Through the soundproof windows?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this has to be it.
You heard gunshots? From some other part of town? Through soundproof windows?
Where's the flaw in this testimony? Yeah, this makes no sense if it was soundproofed. How could these 2 officers have set off in response to the sound of gunshots if the room was deafened at the time the gun was fired?
Now you go there?
Oh crap, yeah.
Oh, wait, excuse me? What are you talking about?
It's the very first thing you told us, officer. Your partner heard gunshots. But how is that possible?
That's what he said it. He said it. Even on the radio, he called it in.
True enough. I can see it right here in the police network's database. 9:45 p.m. Officer Tariq Chopin reports shots fired.
So he did. And since we can't ask him to testify, we'll just have to take him at his word.
Oh,
But just to clarify, Officer Rogers, are you saying you never heard any gunshots yourself?
well, I didn't have my head out the window at the time, so...
That's what you're trained to do, isn't it? Report anything you see or hear across the network.
Well, one report is usually sufficient.
The confirmation is always ideal, right? Yes or no, Officer Rogers?
I never heard any gunshots.
Hang on. Are you really...
So you never heard a peep, but your partner, He somehow managed to waltz you both over to exactly where 4 vicious murders had been committed before anyone else got there.
I just drove where he pointed, so...
Counselor, you need to be very careful here.
Thank you for your concern, Miss Rockford. But don't forget, I hate losing.
Pardon?
I said, but don't forget to direct your comments to the bench.
You bring that up now.
Every cop in the room already thinks I'm a mob lawyer at this point. Compared to that, mocking the memory of the deceased is small time.
I feel like you're going to say something shocking here, and I should stop you. But I really can't stop you before you say it, so...
I'm just confused is all, Your Honor. How could Officer Chopin have possibly arrived at the scene of the crime when he couldn't have heard any gunshots? Unless he was asked to come there directly.
Oh, like he got an invite?
Exactly. Officer Chopin answered a distress call from the Blue Bloods.
Commotion, uproar, pandemonium.
Ooh, boy.
Day.
Ooh, boy. Okay. Okay, we are really...
We're just gonna start throwing mud at this man, huh?
I love that we are like, it can't be that, right? But also at the same time, how did they hear gunshots if it was soundproofed, right?
Tell me, are these your usual tactics? Turning the entire city against her for no discernible reason?
No. Well, the first time we met, she did technically.
Yeah.
Your Honor, the defense is clearly completely out of line.
The gallery is pretty poorly behaved, too.
You're going to rein this in? Or should I? Allow me. Tariq Chopin was an upstanding officer with no marks on his record. You say he was some kind of blue blood pawn, but he had to break into the building in order to enter. And you have the gall to claim he answered a distress call when there's a no panic button, no phone records to suggest one was ever sent.
True.
True. That's all you have to say after this word always trips me. Posthumously accusing the son of 2 city councilmen of being corrupted by blue blood pocket change?
It's a fair point. Chopin was the son of 2 city councilmen, and by all accounts a dedicated police officer. He wouldn't work with the Blue Bloods without an unusually strong motive. The kind of thing that would make the headlines.
What are you?
Time to flex your media.
This should just be a reaction image for
Hey,
the internet
yeah,
art, I think.
It
Yeah.
already is.
Good.
What a beautiful world.
This was how I knew that I needed to have tutorials on, is that this was a thing. Because, yeah, this made the rounds immediately as soon as people started playing this episode. This is a reaction image already.
Good.
Choose and presents the art. And we went over this
You've been
earlier.
reading the supplemental text.
We went over this earlier. Yeah, Basil. Well, I've seen the post a decent amount of times around the internet. People love this immediately. Choose and present the article that shows a motive for Chopin to work with the Blue Bloods. Remember, you can reread any articles you've collected this episode in your phone, but you already read them front to back, right?
Calling out anyone
You
who just
don't,
skipped
like,
them.
You
Make sure you've
don't
read them.
have to read every article. I don't know at this point.
There's a lot of the articles have been placed in rooms where the advance button was not available.
True.
It's true that you don't have to like read them, but you do have to like interact with them at bare minimum.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's the ballot propositions, right? Because that's all about the pillars and everything, right? Funding of
that's
the
got-
Atlas Pillar Rejuvenation Project. And both
Yeah, it's got
Chopins
Chopin and
are on
Chopin.
there. Yeah.
Wait. What industries again?
How Industries?
Yeah, don't we know who those are?
I fucking forgot. We know a
How
Isn't that
Industries.
the Blue Blood?
I don't think How is
No,
Blue
that's
Blood.
Cyanus.
Yeah.
That's science. Okay.
But I do think we've had the word how. It wasn't how from episode 0.
How has come up before, but I forget exactly how and why. But it's come up before because it's another
We'll look over
industry
it
involved.
again. Colors of community.
It's the convention next month. Meanwhile, cops are dying in the lower wards. Could it be the convention thing? Because that's no. I feel like it has to be.
I think you're right that it is the proposition thing, but
the ballot. Yeah.
yeah.
Because this is also.
Yeah.
Because this article, meanwhile, is about like, hey, police are being put in danger, mercenaries are more needed or such. But yeah, I feel like
Which I think that was written in response to Chopin's murder. Actually, that part of it, because Morgan like read it, was like, you guys, you're inventing cop deaths. That's crazy. When she read this, and then we spoke to Makoto, and she had a bit of yellow text pop up that was like, is that what that article was about?
Right. So yeah, it has to be the ballot propositions. Yeah.
Yeah,
E.
I agree.
Ballot measures. Officer Chopin would never compromise his well-documented morals for anything less than an earth-shaking opportunity.
Yes, counselor, but his family is very well off. What could this earth-shaking opportunity possibly have been?
How about a donation to his parents?
What?
Sidebar for a moment.
What?
How are you all thinking about voting?
Oh, don't get me started. I'm a political junkie. What are you?
Sorry, on the ballot measures specifically.
Huh?
Am I the only one who sweats over this stuff? Maybe it's old-fashioned, but I was hoping to hear some diverse, nuanced opinions on Proposition 492.
Wait, but that's the...
Funding of Atlas Pillar rejuvenation projects. I think it's a nice idea. Bringing prosperity to the lower wards, literal stability to everyone above them, and of course, the mother of all paydays to anyone lucky enough to own the land it will require.
Wait a minute. You mean
You.
Am I the only one who reads the news anymore? Wasn't counting on this being rhetorical, but who on the city council is sponsoring Proposition 492?
Chopin's parents?
One last question, less rhetorical this time. This crime took place at a known blue blood property. So why was this found there?
it had to be something not related to the Blue Bloods?
Fuck, the red ink, because we could read out a little bit about the red ink, right?
Pull that up.
Blotted out.
Pillars!
Yep.
Pillars! Oh my god, I was wondering!
492 ballot upcoming and such. Hell fucking... Well, we theorized too. We're like, huh, that's weird that they have this. Media literacy, really. Fucking love it. Absolutely love it. Why was this at the crime scene? Highly confidential red ink documents were found underneath Chopin's corpse. They're almost entirely illegible by now, but you can still make out a reference to P492 right here. That struck me as odd.
Reinforcing the canopy. state and construction project that massive in the lower wards would mean.
Even the police can't keep a crime scene secure down there unless they're willing to play ball with the Blues.
It had to get past the Blues.
Or through them with open arms and firm handshakes.
Just what the hell are you trying to say?
Counselor Morgan, if you...
Sorry, wasn't sure I actually had to spell it out, but it certainly looks like Patrol Officer Tariq Chopin was working with the Blue Blood Mafia to defraud the city.
Uh-oh.
Gakito, vehemence, wrath, outrage.
Every time I see, like, the stock thing go down, I'm thinking of just, like repetitive, loud, incorrect buzzer. Just... just the public disliked that.
The public did fucking dislike that. This is such an insane thing to fucking say in court.
Shit, right? It's like, okay, this guy is well loved by the community for basically dying and being like the son of two well-liked politicians and everything, and also being the cop.
What if the martyr of the current police force actually turned out to do some demented shit?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and I'm gonna lower loud and correct buzzer just so I can do this a bit. And it was just...
Amazing. We are stacking the deck really high, and we've started stacking other decks far away from our own, not to offer as like load-bearing pillars or like support pillars or anything. No, we're stacking multiple decks high because we just fuck it. We can. What the fuck?
Keep that soundboard low and on hand. I have a feeling we're going to see that again very quickly.
Okay.
Yeah. She said it.
She said that?
What did you just say?
Are you trying to piss off every cop and every politician in the city?
Sorry, I'll gladly retract my statement. That is, as soon as any cop or politician or prosecutor can explain to the court how Tariq Chopin was able to arrive at the crime scene that night, when we all know damn well he never heard any gunshots.
Oh.
It is a bit of a pickle. What do you got for us, witness?
What? I don't know. He had good ears or something. Or good intuition, whatever.
Your Honor, the simplest explanation is that Officer Chopin was tipped off by a CI that he neglected to inform his partner about.
Hey, Chopin wasn't...
A patrol officer with secret criminal informants that he'd hide from his own partner? That sounds horribly corrupt. And you called my comments inflammatory?
Corrupt? You got brass, alright. That's a real rich... Oh, okay, I just can't read anything. Fuck me.
That was a bit too quick, yeah.
That's real rich coming from a mob lawyer defending the Hound of Ikaria.
Big out.
Your Honor, the witness's last statement.
Was a regrettable slip of the tongue. Frankly, his entire testimony has been less than ideal, and so...
I'd already snipped the jury's feed, but the crowd...
Seriously? He's the Hound?
But isn't the Hound that... Yes.
Yes.
Cop killing animals.
Okay, fuck me.
Hey, it's
Every
proud.
time.
Gabe, you do this one, I'll do the next one.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Knew that whole house stank like shit.
Watch what you say about a man's family, you.
Or what, you'll stab us in the back too?
Sasuke?
Please calm down.
And shut up.
Bad apple. Hang the whole house with him. Your Honor, these outbursts from the gallery are not ideal, but we need to focus on preventing
It's not enough you butchered him like that.
Animals.
You gotta pay this lawyer to spit on his grave too?
At least the Blue Blood's in another place. How dare you? And while you pigs were in colluding with the Blue Bloods to rip off everyone in the lower wards.
Better the blue blood than the piss running in your veins.
Sarah, hold him.
Pardon?
Stop him from doing anything stupid now.
Okay. It was fun, but you've ruined it. You're all done.
This court is now in recess. Bailiff, clear the room.
It's not enough.
Nah, I'm not done talking. I want to speak.
Tell him, Rogers. This heat.
Burn the house!
The tie. Tension like a haze in the air. Rip him out by the roots.
Thank you.
And on the back of my neck.
Every last one. Should have taken you out when I had the chance, you.
A bead of sweat and something that feels like...
Oh, fuck.
Die, you son of a bitch!
Behind us.
Get down!
What am I reaching for? I don't even have my gun.
Jesus Christ.
Holy fuck.
That was a quick draw right there. Jesus. Hey! Hey! Are you okay? Are you hidden?
Sosuke, I am not injured.
The danger's gone. The heat of the moment replaced by the chill of a cold sweat on my lower back.
Dude, they're fucking done. They're doing the fucking 999 thing where they swap you to novel mode.
Yes.
But why did you push me down?
What? What do you mean, why? Why did I...
I take my time turning back to trace the bullet's trajectory. Vaguely, I'm aware of stomping feet as the crowd rushes to the exits, but the sound is far away.
Reflexes. Sorry.
You alright there, man?
I'm fine, Detective. Thank you.
For a moment, I lock eyes with Detective Quasim London. In that instant, I recognize a nameless flickering across his face, cold and sharp like frostbitten furs. Nameless. We don't need a word for it because we only ever see it once. At the very end.
Goddamn.
Okay. Oh, I've taken 60 seconds to yell into a couch pillow, so maybe
This
now.
is the-
Yep, this is her. Maybe now one of you could tell me what the hell happened out there.
Oblique.
How did that man get into the courtroom, the building, and with a weapon like whatever the hell that was?
It was his own arm, Madame Barrow.
Sorry, I need a moment. That was so fucking sick.
God, that was swag as fuck.
Oh my god.
That was
Also,
a really...
great job,
really
everyone,
good.
keeping up with the timing of it as well. Oh my god.
I could tell that something was about to happen, so I kind of had to be on top of things.
Oh, you all were on the ball fantastically. That was so cool. This is such a good visual novel. You wanna know what that also gave me some energy of? That gave me some
What?
The World Ends With You timing energy and how that scene played out. Oh, like, so much good energy. Morgan was reaching for Sarah. I mean, no, that was Sosuke.
That was Sosuke.
Yeah, that was Sosuke pushing.
Shoved her down.
Yeah, went to push her down, which Sarah was like, "Why did you do that?" Sarah of all people is like, "I can take a bullet."
I am a 400-pound android. Why did you push me?
And he did admit that was just pure reflex on his end.
Morgan was reaching for her gun that she didn't have, right? For a second, I'm like,
I mean,
Morgan.
that's what she said.
Yeah.
Modded illegally at some literal chop shop. Fully prosthetic, but fairly low tech. It uses a simple air intake system and projectiles made of enamel.
Enamel, as in teeth. Where on earth do these people?
Doesn't trigger any metal detectors, looks organic from the outside. But if you're aiming at flesh, it gets the job done.
And our metal detectors, all that stand between a crazed gunman and the law of the land?
No, Your Honor. We're looking into it now. But we've already found some discrepancies in the personnel files of courthouse security team members. He probably got his hands on a keycard, lost, bought, or stolen, and had it modified to get him in the building.
Would that work?
Only needs to work once. This time it did. I doubt he expected to leave alive, so... You ask me, we're lucky he's stuck with something more directive instead of an explosive.
This is a nightmare. What am I supposed to do now?
The jury must be horrified. I don't know how we could proceed.
As I recall, the adjutant cut their feed the moment Officer Rogers mentioned the Hound of Icaria. So they didn't actually see the shooting. And by the way, how does a patrol officer know that my client is the lead suspect in that case? Would anyone like to explain that to me?
Well,
You'd have to ask organized crimes. But the mood around Rogers has been celebratory. I imagine there were plenty of cops eager to describe in detail what he'd achieved by catching Sosuke red-handed.
Allegedly.
There's no presumption of innocence in the station locker rooms and cop bars, Counselor.
So the OC department buys Rogers a round of drinks, and 24 hours later, I've got a shooter in my courtroom.
what was he?
The shooter's been ID'd as Bowen Bresson, low-level muscle in the Blue Blood Mafia. Priors for possession, dealing, assault.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think that's Christoph's brother.
We do have a profile for him if you wanted to. Or for Barrows if you wanted to look at hers while it was pulled open.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Hot springs, cold beer, warm tea. She would like cold beer, yep. Dislikes waking up before her alarm. A cat person. I happen to be allergic. Mark answer is yes. Never forgets a password shorter than 10 characters. Uh-huh.
Sorry, I stuck a piece of a cookie in my mouth.
Damn. Hungry.
Look, I snack when I'm stressed. Anyway, attempting to carry an assassination in a courtroom full of cops is quite the step up. Any connections to Creek's pod?
Meh. Older generation, different part of town. Not exactly thick as thieves.
So trying to execute Sasuke wasn't an act of revenge. He was given orders. Yes, that's very interesting. But it's a job for the police to handle. Counselor Morgan, I assume you'll be filing for a mistrial? About that. I feel it's in my client's best interest for the trial to continue. What? A blue blood gunman just tried to shoot him.
But the jury didn't see that. All they know right now is that they've been given a long lunch.
You too. The goal, Your Honor, as I've always understood it, is for a defense attorney to do what's best for their clients. Right now, clearly, the Blue Blood Mafia is convinced my client killed 4 of their men, and every cop in the city thinks he's killed Officer Chopin. If he walks on a mistrial, he won't be able to walk down the street without getting shanked. Sosuke Ikaria doesn't need a mistrial. He needs a media blackout. I really hate that term.
She's right, Your Honor. If the story spreads that the Blue Bloods tried to assassinate Sosuke, every juror in the city will assume he's guilty. We won't be able to find anyone over the age of 10 who hasn't heard of him, let alone put together 12 unbiased peers to judge him.
Even if that's true, and even if it's possible, what you're asking for is...
Detective, is the building still in lockdown?
Standard procedure says to keep it that way another half hour.
We would have to. The stands were full of police officers, and any one of them could.
Ambulance chasers will play prime for a story this rich. Someone's gonna break rank.
We don't need the blackout to last forever. We just need it to be intimidating enough that the story doesn't leak until the trial's over. Which will be when exactly?
We could finish tomorrow. There aren't that many witnesses left on the docket.
Finished. Tomorrow. Yes, Your Honor. Ugh. Fine, yes, we'll have a blackout. A big, scary, old blackout like we're the shadowy masters of the universe. Happy? Perfectly.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Detective, follow me. You'll need my authorization to activate the building's blanket protocols. Keep.
Shit, sorry.
All good.
Right behind you, ma'am.
Surprised to be arguing for the same thing as you, for once.
Thanks for not gagging from the effort.
Any other defense attorney in the city would have taken the mistrial. Dumped the Hound of Icaria on some other idiot's doorstep and cashed their check.
Some other idiot, huh?
Or is it that you can't dump him? You under house arrest already?
I haven't felt threatened by them.
That could change fast if you fail them.
House Icaria are high society, haven't you heard? And I'm beneath their notice. I don't think they'd bother to axe me just for underperforming.
Sounds like exactly the kind of thing that high society types would do. Going this far for your client, though?
You know me? Defender of the weak, champion of the downtrodden. I'd go through a lot more than this to keep my face out of the papers. Hopefully, when the story does eventually leak, the focus should be entirely on Sosuke. If this means people start recognizing me, remembering me, Bowen Bresson will be glad London did him in one. I'd twist the knife slow as a second hand if he's... You okay?
Compared to you, I guess not.
Hmm?
I've never seen anyone get shot before.
Oh. Right. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. That was... Maybe I'm feeling jealous. I spend all this time poring over crime scenes and diagrams, trying to get inside the head of Heartbreak of all people, and maybe I get into my head that I'm some kind of unfeeling badass. Just to freeze up like a deer in headlights at the sight of actual violence. I'll need to get over that.
Do you? Do you need to? Get over it?
I have a responsibility.
A prosecutor isn't a hangman, Emma.
No. If a hangman does his job right, the neck snaps and the subject's dead before the pain ever reaches their brain. if I do my job right. Sosuke Ikaria spends the rest of his life drooling on himself, while Megs haggle over the property rights to his gray matter.
If you feel that bad about it, you can always recommend a lesser sentence.
It's just a thing. I've never felt that bad about it at all. Runs in the family.
The way she whispered it, in that half-stuttering sigh. I'm not sure she even heard it herself. Oh, okay then. Oh my god, we're getting such good character food for everybody in this episode. It's crazy.
God damn.
God fucking damn. Floor 48.
Alright, that should free up your phone from the blanket.
408, yeah. Thank you, Detective London.
You're, welcome, Counselor Morgan? Something I said?
You didn't say anything yesterday about what the Hound of Ikaria really is.
Come on, there's a lot of code names to remember. Would you believe me if I said I didn't put 2 and 2 together?
Maybe I would, if I hadn't seen you act that fast back in the courtroom.
That was a lucky shot.
From across the room, with the crowd moving around him, also he just one-handed it, right?
He was one-handing his
He
gun, yeah.
one-handed that shot. He did not have both hands on the gun. He did cool guy flipping the coat open, one-handed that shot.
Yeah, 'cause it's fucking awesome.
He's a cool guy.
Oh, real lucky.
I know. I'm agreeing with you. No, it would be a lot less lucky if you were, say, already watching him. Did you know?
No, but I'm flattered you think I'm brave enough to stick around for a shooting. I knew would happen.
But you recognized him?
Tickled the spot in the back of my brain, even in disguise. It helped that the guy was fidgeting around all day.
Bresson had been in the courtroom all day. How long had he waited to take his shots?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did not. You shot him very fast.
Eyes bloodshot to hell and back, nosebleed, flesh extremities. He was high as a drone. Probably metahexphenolin, considering how well the Blue Bloods have done pushing it.
Metahex Nirvana. The party drug that college kids are huffing.
Been a long time since I was in college. I guess it could be good for a party in small doses. I'm hypothesizing here. Don't take this out of context.
Sure.
But at higher doses? A couple of months ago, I saw this guy stumbling around one of the open markets. Eyes dilated and mouth moving a block a minute. He knocked over some bicycles. I cuffed him to the rack, hoping he'd sober up within the hour and I could move on. Took a phone call, and when I looked back, he was trying to chew through the chain. He broke 4 teeth. And he had started biting his arm by the time I knocked him out.
Ew.
But anecdotes are cheap, and one bad triple hardly saw the ball now that it's rolling.
You believe the hype. Think they're gonna legalize it?
Within the next 2 quarters, if you ask me.
What'll happen to the Blue Bloods monopoly?
Up in smoke. Pharma megs and dispensaries of the world will step in and reap the rewards. And the Blue Bloods will have to slink off and cook up some other haze to push. The gray tide rolls on.
The Blue Bloods have legitimate income sources, right? Like scientists.
Yep, some of them are even profitable, like their host clubs and pink rooms.
So if the Blue Bloods can run those businesses just fine, Why can't they stay in control of Nirvana once it's legalized?
There's competition and name recognition and locale and real estate and basically can't afford it.
Oh yeah, there are blue bloods in the backgrounds. Yeah, I hadn't even thought of it, but yep, there's those blue bloods right there.
Buy-in's too steep. Everyone past the door likes it that way. Illegal drugs are a whole other realm of profitable. Folks in the Icaria do not want to share.
Gee, not even on special occasions.
Well, like I told you, there was that meeting last year, but
But their play date fell apart.
hey, what did you say back there in court about Prop 492? You really buy that? Tariq Chopin working with the Blue Bloods?
It's quite the unlikely pairing, I'll admit. But that might explain why it ended the way it did. I love that little... Ooh, the bleed in with Sarah's lighting was really good.
Yeah. So what's the verdict?
The verdict is only handed down after the jury is finished deliberating. That may take...
The show must go on.
And the shooter?
Getting introduced to the accommodations down at the morgue right about now. He was some blue blood muscle named Bresson. Ring a bell?
As I've said, all these blue bloods are...
He tried to shoot you, says Kai. And I was standing very close to you when it happened. I'd like a little more detail than that.
I've never met him. Never heard of him. That's the truth. But the Brenson family is known to be enforcers for the Blue Blood leadership.
So it's the old guard who want you dead. Does that make the young bloods an enemy of an enemy?
Can you tell me Creek was a young blood? Considering what I'm on trial for, not they're fond of me either.
God damn it, Sasuke, who doesn't hate your ass? I need to try harder to disregard the nonsense that comes out of that adjutant's mouth. It might be starting to sink in.
Damn, nobody wants your ass.
Damn, nobody wants your ass for real.
Damn, nobody wants your
damn
ass for
it,
real for...
thank
What the
you.
fuck am I saying right now? God damn it.
Sasuke, you were captured when you could have been ignored. You were tortured when you could have been ransomed. And now these people are trying to kill you in one of the most secure buildings in the city. What are they after?
Why are you at the top of the blue blood shit list? Is it because of... last year's meeting, potentially? Yeah, right? Is it because of what happened a year ago?
How do you know about...
What happened a year ago?
A meeting between the old guard and the house, apparently. You were gonna work out a deal for the Ikarian network to distribute a blue blood product.
Why would we want in the basement and cooked swill the blue bloods and them make sold in our storefronts, our pharmacies?
You wouldn't. Not until after Nirvana is legalized. Yes, I figured some stuff out. Stop pouting.
There was a meeting last year, yes. A private meeting that was to be kept strictly confidential. The IFG met with the old guard to discuss a deal. It fell apart. Voices were raised, weapons drawn. I was in the shadows and I stepped in front of a blade for Makoto. The house elders were perturbed. Afterwards, they feared for Makoto's safety and perhaps felt that they have grown overconfident. The Hound is a useful tool, but not indisposable. So they ordered me to guard Makoto. Full time.
Isn't that a great honor, guarding the heir to the leadership?
Of course it is.
Then why do you sound like that?
You get points for picking up on it, but you need to learn how to take advantage of it. So your deal fell apart. Blood was drawn. I kind of assumed that was par for the course in your world.
It's not unheard of.
So why are the old guards still trying to kill you and Makoto a year later?
I don't know. I don't know, Morgan. Because I'm not an old guard.
My whole computer is frozen. Bear with me
Oh,
here.
oh no.
Huh?
Are you
We're
okay?
probably- Yeah, it's fine, man.
Oh no.
I can still hear you.
Sometimes I can still hear Gabe's voice.
I'm still here!
Oh.
It's like he's still with us as we speak.
Freaking help me!
Didn't you? You've not updated your computer yet, have you? Right?
What?
You've not updated your computer yet, right? I don't think so.
No, it's still on Windows 10, and I intend to keep it that way.
No, I meant
until-
like physically updated your computer.
Like, what do you mean?
Like
Like
Part-
upgrade,
regular-
upgrade. Sorry, upgrade. You're like, update it with new parts and
Physical
such.
hardware, software.
Hardware.
No, I haven't! It's the same! I'm sorry, the ADHD started killing me.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, I'm out. Yay! Am I actually? Okay, I am out. Yay! I can read the line now.
Is there someone we could talk to who is?
There's always someone for a price. But if that's how it's gonna go, I'm gonna need a drink first.
Beverage.
Can we just like talk about how fucking sick this has been so far? Like this has been a really
This shit's being cool.
okay. Here to join? What are you talking about? I think this is David. This might actually be David.
I don't think so.
Can somebody else
I mean,
voice this though? Because
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm also wearing a skirt, but
yeah.
who could say?
Sorry to disappoint, but I was here first. The next
This
small
is
shit
David.
in this wing of the school. No one else comes here if they don't have to. So it's a quiet spot to read.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is a detective mystery. So what? Like 5% of the books are in the library are. Well, it's not like I own the room. If you want to convene your club meetings here with all your many members, can't exactly sue you. Especially not since you're gonna be some big shot lawyer. Join your club, so I won't get evicted. Isn't that like blackmail, counselor? Mutually beneficial, sure. So it's just plain old corruption. You'll do just fine out there in the adult world. Whatever. As long as you don't go around telling people I'm a member, you can put me down. We need to add our phone numbers too? No, I don't actually care.
Who the fuck are you thinking about? Like that wouldn't be Emma, but man,
It wouldn't be David either.
no, that's
Yeah, no,
definitely
that
not
was
David.
not David's
I
speech
don't.
pattern at all.
Yeah, no, that's
No,
like
not
someone
at all.
completely
Oh,
different.
That was
But she,
very
this person
crass.
she's been dreaming about though.
Is something wrong?
Also, I'd like to take 5 seconds to say, since I haven't had to speak in so long, I went back and I grabbed these from someone's uploaded this episode because I wanted to read all the text on these boxes. And oof, actually,
Depths of panic, surface of instinct. Oh, holy shit.
depths of panic, surface of instinct, bottom of the barrel, end of the line.
Desperate, weak, too slow anyway. Yeah, god fucking damn.
God damn.
It's funny for that
Oh,
one with
for
I don't
Sasuke.
have my gun.
Yeah.
And because if I remember correctly, Morgan got a low caliber, like, very small pistol.
Yeah, that was
In the first
primarily
episode.
just for alerting her when police were around because it would be locked up anyways if police were around.
Yeah, she did specifically, because again, I've been rewatching random bits of episodes for voices. She did specifically ask for like something that was loud, but besides that, it was supposed to just be like a small, discreet,
Yeah.
license to carry discreet.
Also, Sasuke's surface of instinct, immediate thought, she's small, she needs to get down, right? Even, like...
He's been bodyguarding a small boy for the last year!
I really love God, and those go by so fast. There's so much... God fucking damn end circle. I love you guys so much. Like, just... Ooh. So much good nuance in that, right? I really, really like it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just fantastic. Why would you think that's something... Sorry, I forgot if I read that line. Yeah, go ahead.
You might have.
It's very unusual for you to wake up mid-transit. When you decide to nap, you fall asleep very fast, and you sleep very deeply. Suspiciously so. Sometimes I'll try to wake you, and I could swear you're just pretending.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Besides, you're the one who's been quiet.
I had been bothering Sosuke, I think. Pestering him about catching bullets.
If you were bothering Sasuke, he'd say it. Turn to the side in that bitchy pose of his.
Don't call him bitches.
Don't comment on his sprites, dude. Damn.
Right, a part of me was like, either Emma or Sasuke are gonna get shot here, and Emma would be very fascinating, but no, fucking goddamn. It was curious. I'm like, London's still in the courtroom. Interesting, but
Many such cases.
But I can't catch a bullet either. Even though I'm fast, and I can see fast. Sasuke was the one who acted while I just...
Sasuke's trained for the exact kind of thing. Trained for his whole life, the way he tells it.
Father built me to be strong. I should be able to.
David didn't build you to be anything, Sarah. He didn't even really build you. Just watched you grow.
And do you think I am still growing? Still developing? You think I could get taller?
I think you shouldn't get your hopes up about that. Come on, you can bounce back faster than that.
I'm sorry. I suppose I am still processing what we saw back in the courtroom.
When Detective London took out that shooter.
Sorry.
I know that Detective London has been a police officer for many years. It stands to reason that he'd act decisively in circumstances where so many lives are at risk. What I am still thinking about is the man he killed.
Yeah, but there's only so much speculating that we can do about his motive until...
I am not thinking about his motive. I'm thinking about how he is dead.
You haven't been out and about that long. Everything's new to you, even the most ordinary stuff. Guess I forgot that includes the extraordinary, too.
You've seen violence like that before, then?
Yes, I have.
Seen people die?
Yes, I have.
Seen more people die than most your age, most lawyers.
Probably a safe bet.
Mm. This is a private subject, isn't it?
Death is always private. I'm no exception.
Do people ever get used to it?
I can only speak for myself.
Have you gotten used to it?
Every time is like the first time.
I hope that everyone is like you, then. It doesn't seem like the kind of thing anyone should get used to.
Sorry to disappoint you then. There are no people like me. Oh my fucking god.
Fuck.
Fuck, man. Holy shit.
Ida,
Oh, shit. That's not Farah. Hang on.
Other one.
Water.
They do both have yellow coded names, which doesn't help.
One of
Irasai.
them's orange.
Yeah, sorry.
Irasai. Irashai?
To what do I owe the pleasure of hosting my two favorite girls?
Oh, I missed him. One,
He's such a delight to see on screen
one
again.
Sarah. Who's the other?
Figment of my imagination, apparently. Do you want something to drink?
What do you recommend?
I've just got this case of beautiful tawny deep reds from volcanic soil across the sea. Savoring
Ooh.
full, notes of cherry note.
I love the background theme for this.
Sounds delicious.
You just described a tree, down to the dirt.
Uh,
Well, I would very much like to try it.
Sorry, you're underage.
she's an android?
A very realistic one. What'll you say to customers who walk in and see her drinking at the counter?
Irashai?
Two waters coming right up.
That was a really good line read for that game. I love that.
Wait, back up. Your client is a hound of Icaria?
And I was the last person to find out what that actually means.
Then it should be easy enough to tell whether he did the deed or not. The houndoid leaves a calling card.
So I hear. Is that literal?
A stark white business card laid neatly on the ground with the house's insignia.
I don't understand why the house would go to such great lengths to let the victims know who attacked them.
These nobility types, their whole lives are galas and boardrooms and cocktail parties and wine tastings,
Torture.
where every sentence has a front and back side to it, and every glance is a whole unspoken cause. To them, an unambiguous act of violence is an exclamation point they can't misconstrue. And the Icaria aren't exactly at the top of the nobility pecking order. Reminding others that they've still got their fangs is a viable strategy. They know they're outclassed in terms of how many mountains of gold they have.
That doesn't explain why such a supposedly great assassin has gotten made on more than one occasion.
Well, he's probably just doing his job. If all he needed was to get away with murder, he'd be a poisoner or a sniper. All the major houses love to use body doubles. If he kills a target behind closed doors, their house can just bring out a spare. Or hell, even claim the entire thing never happened. But if the hound kills where house's rivals can see, the damage sticks.
You know a lot of things about the nobility, don't you, boss? Are you considered part of the neo-aristocracy?
Do I look like I have that kind of sway? I don't run a bar in Midtown as a hobby. As a hobby, kid, sorry.
Wouldn't know it, looking at how profitable your wine section is.
You don't catch on?
The hound was a nasty surprise, but the big reveal isn't making anything click for me.
A blue-blooded assassin's trying to mist him mid-trial. I don't get it either, but blue bloods aren't as rational as they used to be.
Used to be.
I traded with them a good deal when I was younger, and they were richer.
Traded what?
Stock tips.
Oh.
This was before the Ikaria cut them down.
I was a young man hungry to establish myself, and the blue bloods were the biggest game in town.
God, I love everything about him. He's such a good fucking character design.
The Russ weren't even a twinkle in some psychopunk's eye back then, and the Ikaria cartel were just that. Drug smugglers and dope runners. The blue bloods use them as couriers.
A reversal of fortune.
Could their names on an opera houses and hospitals across could be their names on opera houses and hospitals across the city today if
If what?
If the Ikaria hadn't killed them all.
But didn't they have allies, connections?
the morgues were overflowing with cerulean blood. No one wanted anything to do with them.
But they were the victims.
Corporate partners were risk adverse. Political alliances require you to bring someone to the table. Something. Wow, I'm just fucking up these readings.
Hey, it's okay. You're also voicing two characters in tandem.
I'm also really fucking tired.
And we're almost done. I think we'll wrap up in like next two scenes essentially.
Yippee!
Yeah.
And when you fall that far that fast, the common folk all assume it happened for a reason.
They thought that the Blue Bloods deserved it just because it happened to them.
Yeah.
All that was left were the old timers, the grandparents and great uncles, all suddenly without heirs. They recruited latchkeys and orphans during the Red Decade. You found family that became the first gens and then the young bloods.
What about the money?
You're starting to sound like a real human.
Some of it, the cash, the gold, the Jews, the Ikaria just stole. But the vast majority of it was held overseas, where it was safe, untouchable, and impossible to get your hands on without the right blood.
Locked behind GFA.
Getting butchered by the Ikaria was bad beating, but losing that money was unforgivable. The rest of the Blue Blood Mafia and the whole world will never accept them back into the fold until they recover it. Exiled from paradise because they tempered fate with their hubris. Has a certain poetic charm to it, no?
It would have been a very sobering poem.
Those are just the ones you remember, aren't they? Probably why the Blue Bloods are still humming the same old hymns, passing down the same ghost stories and legends.
They did seem to be a surprisingly superstitious bunch. Crossing their fingers over the red hood and... Hey, what's a little lord?
Sorry.
All good, all
That's
good.
a new spin on one of the oldest tales in the book, Promised Prince. The belief is that exactly one kid survived the fall of the leaves, one lone heir to all the fortune of the Blue Bloods lost. Got spirited away overseas or out west to be raised in secret, and one day he'll come back to claim what's rightfully... You know, I'm guessing you've heard this one before.
Is there any truth to it?
Old guard certainly seem to think so. Need to think so. It's probably what's keeping them alive. they could just hold on to another 5 years, they'll finally find their heir they've been looking for, and they can rectify decades of embarrassment and shame. Thinking like that is what makes youngbloods start talking about maybe the old guard doesn't care what happens to us.
What do they expect? Blood's thicker than water.
The original full expression is thought to be the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb.
Oh my god.
That actually suggests that camaraderie between those who fought together is stronger than simply sharing a common relative.
Yeah, well, if that were actually true, then maybe people wouldn't have amputated the expression centuries ago.
Still, this is 30 years of water, or blood covenant if you prefer, that we're talking about. Youngbloods give their life to the Mafia. Each of them had to choose it over their own family. It's a pretty raw deal to just cut them loose just because some sheltered kid, only valuable for his DNA, decided to show up after all these years.
You think the old guard would throw away the young bloods if it meant reuniting with their little lord?
I know it. So do the Youngbloods.
That doesn't seem to be a dynamic that incentivizes them to look very hard for this little lord.
No, it incentivizes them to smother the royal bastard. If I assume my client is innocent, that means someone else killed Tariq Chopin. Someone who didn't do it in self-defense.
Tariq Chop, you mean the son of the city councilman?
Adopted son. His parents are government officials. Even if they're loaded, the Mob Act can't protect all their records. Reasonable Anonymity Act law to protect the safety of individuals with income above the 99th percentile. Supposed goal of hindering mob justice establishes procedures. I know we read this before, but like this is more important now. Yeah, not prejudice against just because of their financial act. Right, yeah. Supposed to protect people who have a lot of money. Sarah, look this guy up.
What do you want to know?
Age. How old was he?
His age was listed as 27, but the entry has been edited a number of times.
Yeah, no fucking way this guy's... I mean... I do not buy this guy as being 27.
There have been a great deal of back and forth between database contributors in the last 36 hours over the addition or removal of an asterisk. It seems his original birth certificate was lost.
Well, that's shady as hell.
Only kinda.
Here it comes.
If he was an orphan 27 years ago, that's pretty firmly in the red decade. A lot of paperwork was getting lost back then.
That's a kind way of putting it.
What would be an unkind way of putting it?
The governments of the world were scrambling. I want to know about his adoption.
Oh shit, sorry, that's wrong.
No worries.
His fathers adopted him in 2066 after 3 months of visits to Gospel Home orphanages as a tongue twister. A private philanthropic institution that is no longer in business.
Bankrupt or bought out?
Bankrupt.
Damn it. If they had just gone swallowed, the parent company might have kept their records.
The adoption itself was somewhat of an event. There are multiple news articles and photos of it.
Not trying to get us doubt on the realness of their connection, but they wouldn't be career politicians if they let a photo op that good passing by.
Unless they wanted to draw attention away from who they were adopting, and... No, a child showing up quietly in a politician's life looks guilty as sin. They wouldn't let people think. This isn't useful. I can't go in circles all day speculating about this. What was his education?
Tariq Chopin had a law degree.
Who gets a law degree and becomes a patrol officer?
Son of a politician. It's not a bad path. If your superiors know you're connected and smart, you can recognize when the law is being broken. That'll keep you far away from anything real. You can coast for a year and then move into politics as a veteran of the force who's hard on crime.
London did mention he was far too principled to be likable or reliable. If joining up with the police was nothing but a calculated move, that means he had a clear plan for what to do after. And it probably didn't involve defrauding the city in a real estate scheme. I can think of a few reasons why a cop would get murdered at the scene of a crime like that. But Tariq Chopin wasn't some ordinary cop. The strongest motive that comes to mind is...
Wait, you really think?
You think Chopin was a little lord?
You're the last person I expect to believe in fairy tales, Red.
Can you honestly say it doesn't fit?
If we, for a moment, assume that unicorns and dragons and Shukinoko, sorry, I fucking forgot how to say that, are real.
What do you mean? Tsukinokos are very well documented. I can show you.
Then, yeah, it's possible that Chopin was the Little Lord.
And if any young blood knew it, they'd want him dead.
To prevent the original Old Guard from abandoning them.
3 thoughts come to mind. 1, this is all guesswork on your part. Even the most zealous young blood wouldn't off a guy just because he happened to be about 30 years old and adopted.
They would have had to have seen something that at least suggested it.
2, as I recall, the only young blood you know of is this Creek guy.
And Creek was dead before Chopin ever entered the building.
Clears his name pretty handily.
The only young blood I know. We do know
3,
another.
I can think of at least... Oh, were you gonna...
No. We do know one other young blood, right? Which is Han.
Your B.
Yeah, if we assume that tattoo is like a mark for their, because they both had the same.
She's in the business branch, right? Because like yeah.
3, I can think of at least one other group that killed to prevent the Little Lord from reclaiming his throne.
Hasikaria.
And who better to cut him down than their most loyal rook?
And that would neatly explain why the old guard would be pissed enough to try and kill Sasuke in a courtroom. Unfortunately.
Stay positive. Just because the old god thinks Sasuke killed their precious heir doesn't mean he actually did.
Yeah.
Hey, Sarah, get some footage of me making this next one from over there in the corner.
Boss?
We'll shoot a promo. I just found this hidden gem where this guy made the best drink ever, that kind of thing. It's kind of cheap and fake, but like you're in on the joke and it's not pretending to be genuine.
Boss, the number of followers Kintsugi has, a video longer than 9 seconds posted at this time of day.
I don't want to hear shit. Well, crosspost or whatever.
Even in the year 2086, more now than ever, you have to worry about fucking algorithms.
The optimal posting time is not now, boss.
Corner. The lighting will be bad.
Any corner, just make sure it's from a distance.
From a distance, wouldn't it be better framed if...
It'll look like a shaky cam found footage. It's more legit that way.
My hands do not shake, but I'll try.
What are you doing?
Making you a drink, obviously.
That's quite the treat. Why?
Because we got some heavy shit to discuss. Sorts of things. What do we do with crushed ice at Kintsugi, Sarah?
Kick it under the fridge.
Exactly. Grunt guys are nothing when you're mixing a cocktail.
Hang on, you taught her that?
There's a drain under there.
Not in my kitchen. When the ice melts, it warps the floorboard.
Half a lime. Juice. Pay no attention to the second half. I'm using here, Sarah. Red likes it tart.
God, Sarah's destroying her kitchen. One bad habit learned at her workplace at a time.
You've got a hell of a mind for all this stuff. Big wake. Toss a yolk unless it's a weekend, in which case.
Put the bowl in the fridge.
But it seems to me like you're approaching this shooter from every angle but the deadly serious one. Ugh. Or what the fuck is that? I've never seen that
I've
word
never heard
before.
that term before.
Orgy. If a customer says they prefer simple syrup, you let me know. We won't serve them anymore. You need to consider that maybe the shooter wasn't there for Sosuke.
I told you they kicked me out after only a few minutes. No one's sending an assassin after me for that.
Whiskey, black label or higher?
Then shake the hell out of it.
It's actually apparently pronounced Orzat, and it's used in things like Mai Tais.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Mouth can be deadly down there in the fog. Sarah leaving the building could easily become I saw her running away.
If someone wanted to get to me, a courtroom filled with cops would be a pretty shitty place to choose to do it.
Yeah, but it might have been the only time and place they knew where you'd be. Mint for a garnish with charred cinnamon for a smoky ambience. Serve immediately.
This real ass picture I took of my funny drink.
A bitter blessing.
Oh my god. Surely with that much lime, it's a sour blessing. No?
You want me to toss it out?
Thank you for the drink. But I'm nobody, Rain. No one's coming to get me. Nobody even knows I exist.
I hope you're right.
I am.
You won't know you're wrong until it's too late. Bottoms up. Get all that, Sarah?
Yes, boss.
Hey, bottoms up is just an expression. You're supposed to sip it for God's sake.
One last thing. Apparently Sasuke's captors talked about some kind of huntsman.
The Little Lord's an urban legend. Huntsman's a goddamn boogeyman. Workers shooting the shit and shooting the shit around burning tires, trying to make the noobs go off to and piss by themselves. What the fuck is this sentence?
Afraid to
What
go
is the
off.
line?
Afraid to go off and piss by themselves.
Piss it off by yourself, handsome.
We're making it you don't go into the dark alley and piss by yourself. You'll get
Exactly,
got by the
yeah.
huntsman. Woo.
Right, so they're bullshit. I got the same answer elsewhere, but...
Oh, they're very real.
Pardon?
Huntsman. Not a species native to our shore, thank God, but they're real.
You just said they're boogeymen.
Yeah, and the fact they exist is what makes them so goddamn scary.
Are they some sort of assassin, like Gresson, the shooter in the courtroom?
Nothing so concrete. Huntsmen are virtual shapeshifters. You feel a chill down your spine one night on your way home from work, go to sleep. Wake up at night to a man wearing your own face choking the life out of you. Will it calls your mom from your locked phone across the room in your own voice. Like I said, they're all overseas, in more contested parts of the world where the Blue Bloods are better funded. You wouldn't pay for one of them to come to the country unless you got a really good use case or a weapon only they can take full advantage of.
Well, I'll be sure to pass that on to Sasuke.
Sarah, you fucked. Oh man, Morgan, you fucked up so bad.
Also, he knows. He knows, right? That face right there, he knows what she was going for. He knows she was going for the mask, at least.
Yeah. Well, so Sasuke can start writing his will.
I wouldn't bet against him, so long as he knows what he's up against. Urban legends are missed, but boogeymen are easy to kill.
How do you kill boogeymen?
Same way I'd kill anyone else. With pleasure. Oh my god. Morgan, you can't be saying shit like, I'll be fine. Oh, right. I actually need a recommendation from you.
What kind of recommendation?
A bar, I think. Needs to be open tonight.
Oh. What are you looking for?
Well, it's not for me, but how much do you know about host clubs?
Dear.
Huh?
Good instant Reyes aggression. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh god. Oh fuck.
Oh god, oh
Oh
fuck.
god. Oh god.
Here we go. Welcome back.
Just what I said. You can't enter the crime scene until you pass our security clearances. You've gotta be. You're a drug-pushing lowlife? Why would I need your permission to go anywhere? I take offense to that. I've never worked in pharma.
Not the time to be a smartass. Reyes, it'll only take 30 seconds.
You're serious? This is reality? The city's expecting blue bloods to keep a crime scene secure? They're the ones committing the goddamn crimes! Hey, if that's your criteria, half the police force should be disqualified. Or is excessive force not a real crime? Are battered spouses not real victims? Yes, assault's only assault when it's a real person on the receiving end.
Cyanus is legitimate, Reyes. All the paperwork's in order and signed by our bosses.
These idiots are walking around barehanded and knocking shit over and leaving trash all over the goddamn place. Should we give them badges while we're at it? Let them investigate crime scenes too? We already investigate crimes. You have any idea how many missing teens there are in the lower ward? No, because we find them. Because we actually give a shit about the people who live down here. Oh, and I'm sure your prices are very generous. Better than parents get a bill from us than a letter of condolences from you. So sorry, ma'am, but he looked suspicious as he was running away.
On, not helping. Reyes, let's calm down.
Sorry that I'm not calm while we've got actual orcas stomping all over the scene where a cop was murdered. Last I counted, there were 5 bodies upstairs. Are both your eyes broken, or do you just not recognize anyone without a badge as human?
Perhaps we've come in a bad time.
Nothing for it. Gotta strike while the iron's hot.
The iron seems very hot in this instance, Adonai.
Sorry to interrupt, folks. Don't mind me. I'll just go take another look upstairs.
Now you? Hey, why not? You nearly died once already today. Why not let these orcas give you the tour?
Was that you giving me permission?
No! You and London should both be at a goddamn hospital or whatever, getting debrief. She doesn't need your permission. She has mine. Ma'am, you can go right ahead upstairs. Talk over me again, and I'll break your finger. Is that ad recording right now? That sounded like a threat.
Oh my god.
You want to hear a threat? Ow!
It's God.
Clearly, this isn't gonna work. So, Han, why don't you head upstairs and wait for Morgan?
I don't take orders from you.
Who do you take orders from? Do you want me to give them a call? Let them know you're going around kicking hornets' nests and scratching your head over why everybody's getting stung?
Whatever. You think you can just walk away after the shit you said? Turn around and...
Take a walk, sunshine.
London, if you think for even one
I'm not kidding, Farah. Take a walk.
Forget it. You can all go to hell for all I care. Oh, no, not you! Sir, you're fine. Christ.
Even me?
God's sake. Fucking...
Sorry about the bad timing.
No, this is gonna blow up no matter what. Situations like this require compromise, and Reyes is,
Uncompromising.
At least you're around to balance her out. He might be the most compromised cop I've ever met.
That was not a very nice thing to say.
And it shows that you haven't met very many cops.
I'm surprised you're still welcome around here after what happened in the courtroom.
Oh, Bresson? The Blue Bloods are a big organization, and Bresson was pretty firmly on the other side. Gals like Han who work in the gray areas might as well live in a different world.
If you say so. I just didn't think the Mafia would allow the death of one of their own to go unanswered.
They sent it to a courtroom packed with police with a modded arm that only had one shot. I don't think they were surprised he didn't make it back.
Will Detective Reyes be alright? She seemed angry.
More so than usual.
Yeah, she'll be alright. Blowing up, yelling, cursing, that's nothing. Practically healthy. It's the ones who go quiet you gotta worry about. What brings you back here anyway?
We'll be wrapping up after this scene here.
We are pursuing leads.
Sounds serious.
I'm hoping that they give us a fade of black after this. I was not expecting cut to Reyes. We're never
you always
expecting
have
to cut.
to expect the cut to Reyes.
Yeah. Anyone go digging into shopping after my implications earlier today?
Lady Rockford will probably take it seriously, but if only to cross it off the list. But other than her, I think you mostly just piss people off. Lucky for you, I was able to convince some text to confirm your soundproof windows theory, but don't expect to be welcome in City Hall anytime soon.
Hadn't counted on it. Whatever else he's innocent of, Chopin did get here before anyone else, and no one knows how.
Look, if you really did get some kind of coded message or texted secret, there's no trace of it in any common logs on his personal devices. And it didn't come from any of the tech we've examined on site.
Have you found any secret passages on the premises?
Afraid not, little lady. But maybe you'll have better luck than me.
Secret passages? In what worlds? Was that your whole story back in the courtroom? You and Reyes happened to be in the area?
Yes, sir. If you don't want to take my word for it, Reyes will tell you the same thing.
It doesn't seem like she'd want to talk to Adonai at the moment.
Can you tell me exactly what you two saw when you arrived?
The 10-999 went out at 10:15 p.m., telling us that Chopin Third had stopped. So we dashed across the street to an elevator. We're descending at 10:17 p.m. when Rogers reported that he was dead. At 10:21 p.m., we approached the back of the building, saw the door ajar, knocked the lock blown in, and then Sunshine and I started clearing the first floor.
You didn't hurry up to the third floor, where the dead cop was?
Like I testified, Chopin had flatlined, and his own partner had confirmed that it was no false alarm. He couldn't do anything. We knew he couldn't do anything for him. Rogers had already apprehended the suspect, so SOP is we focus on securing the area and clearing the premises.
How level-headed.
So the officer Rogers we saw in court today really did take Sasuke down all by himself.
Charge in and pistol whipped him right on the head.
I assume you found that the first floor was, in fact, clear?
And all these vaults were empty.
You didn't wait for Cyanus to show up with the spare keys? Surprised you didn't throw your back out, kicking down doors.
Sunshine helped. Besides, they weren't all locked.
They weren't.
Yeah, I remember that. That one right there was unlocked. Room 107. Nothing inside there either, though. Guess the Blue Bloods must have missed a lock on a nightly roundup or something.
Cyanus has unlocked every door in the building at this point. But when I first walked down this hall and when I walked out the front door later, how did this hall look then?
If you do manage to find some kind of silent alarm, I'll be impressed. If you prove that Chopin was dirty, I'll be floored. But even then, how the hell are you going to convince anyone than a jury that anyone other than Sosuke killed him?
It'll be difficult, without accounting for the 4 dead Blue Bloods as well. But if you take it all in as one set, it starts seeming plausible as an internal issue, don't you think?
What are you? You want to pitch this as the young bloods and old guys going at it? Over what?
The juicy bait that Chopin literally died over. Proposition 492.
What's there to disagree about? That project would put money in everyone's pockets.
If my theory is correct, then Chopin was killed because the young bloods didn't want the old guard abandoning them. The old guard have always hedged their bets on the little lord returning. Does that mean the red ink plans to profit off of Prop 492 were a young blood conspiracy? Those papers were tucked inside Creek's safe before I arrived.
Well, good hunting.
You won't be joining us.
Not this time. I gotta go pump the brakes on Sunshine before she finds a bar. Try not to piss off the Blue Bloods with any more wild accusations while I'm gone.
I would never.
Take care. That goes doubly for you, Sparky.
What does Sparky mean, by the way?
It's a nickname, 'cause you're so bright.
A nickname?
But I guess people are always calling you ads whatever they like, huh? Sorry, should have asked first.
What do you mean?
I'll just call you Sarah.
It's my nickname. You gave it to me. You can't just take it back.
Well, okay then, Sparky.
What the hell? Did you hate Spearmint that much?
That is... I would never want to seem ungrateful.
You can't take my nickname. That's my nickname.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
That's it. No more. No more.
Yeah, no, especially with Gabe having... Hey, Gabe, you're not allowed to take any characters next chapter. I'm just saying, no characters allowed for your next episode.
Okay.
Every character we meet has to go to Blinn, I think, actually.
Unless Diamante somehow is killed off or something, Diamante or London are killed off, I don't think you're allowed to take a character next episode, because holy fuck. Oh my god.
I feel like the last hour was just you
Gabe?
talking love.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I
it's
talked a
good.
little.
Gabe, fucking great job, because you just had to do so much exposition talking back and forth.
I mean, I'm like fucking chilling. I could do this all day, but also
no.
There are other people here.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Holy fucking shit.
Look, Gabe hasn't had to do the end game boss level of 3 of your characters in the same room talking to each other at the same time yet. He's fine.
That is
True.
true. He got very close. He did get very close. Basil, I am not to blame for your decisions. I am not to blame for your decisions. These were your own decisions. The VOD
You
would
can
be
close the stream at any time,
the
Basil.
VOD would have been up tomorrow. And also, this is our normal stream. Look, I'm not to blame for this. I'm blameless in y'all's sleep schedule, okay? I am to blame in my own sleep schedule, but that's my own, that's my beef that I gotta pick with myself, and I understand. I understand. I've dug my grave. What if Chopin got killed by the huntsman who took his face for the money? I'm like, it has to be the huntsman who killed him, right? Like, it has to be. Like that is the running theory at this point. We don't know who the huntsman is. The other running theory on that is that it's London, especially with like the more that we build him up. But yeah. Oh man,
I
absolutely.
know that's my running theory, but I don't know what my theory is yet. So don't.
I'm not like fully set on it being London, but London continues to make himself more and more of a.
I just mean like the huntsman being involved in this in general. I think is my.
I guess, but really, then
My
it's like.
theory
Go ahead.
is that it was blue blood on blue blood violence, and that there's something about Creek that we don't know.
Honestly, it could have been Han for all we know doing it, but then again, like it would have had it's very possible that that somebody was in that room 107 is going to come into play here, right? Absolutely.
Whoever was in there, for sure, is important.
84 acknowledged the toxic Yuri. Oh yeah, that was acknowledged last episode, right? That was acknowledged last episode where it's like the witness will refrain from objecting when girls are fighting.
The girls are fighting. I love
God.
80 so much. There's so
80
many
in the middle of
crazy
a court.
moments.
Presidential alert! The girls are fighting.
She really got to do fun things for this episode for sure. For the start of this case, like really got. Everyone's been getting really great character moments this episode. Just absolutely been enjoying it. I do think Rogers did have to go to somebody that wasn't Blinn because, especially for the just moment of the end of that whole exercise, where Sasuke was ready to go beating people up and everything, right? So that's
he was so ready to jump that desk and just beat some ass.
Yep.
He really was.
Yep. Oh, gosh, man, I love this game. I do think. I'm not sure how Detective Times are gonna go when we're doing Ace Attorney at this hour, because Of the Devil like definitely is not had a slow moment yet, right? Like the moment that you're like, okay, things are kind of like going in circles a little bit. Where's the line of questioning going with London? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Rogers is here. Okay, Rogers is a little bit of a wimp boy. How are we going to do this? Oh, somebody's getting shot. Never fucking mind. Okay then. Oh man, just what a way to interrupt the court session, right? I'm like, how are they gonna do this? How are we gonna come up with the excuse to have to like go back and investigate again? Because we're going to need.
That's how they're gonna do it.
That's how they're gonna do it.
0 to 100 so fucking fast.
Oh my gosh. Well, like the pot, it was a frog in the pot type situation, right? Like it had been. The temperature had been rising for a long while. I love how they just gradually raise the temperature more and more. Just so well done, man. Gets reset in one of these cases. I have a bit of a crack theory. That 84 is some like. I have a bit of a crack theory that 80 is some manner of intentional a thing on, I don't know on whose end, if it might be Emma. No, I don't think it could be Emma's end at this
think
instance.
it's just oomph. I think 80 is just funny.
I think 80 might be funny, but I'm also like, it's very, very interesting that she's reappeared constantly as she has. I don't know.
We like her.
I mean, you always have the same judge and Ace Attorney.
We do always have the same judge and Ace Attorney, but we do have the focus here where they're like, it can't be her. There's so many other judges and everything. No, it can't be David's AI. David's AI was specifically a specific brand of android, and we know that the judge model has been around for a decent long while. The adjutant. So I thought about that. I did think about that, but I don't think I hold much faith in that. 80 is a combination of multiple judges in one? Possibly. And also, like, oh my god, Em, you do such a fantastic job with 80s just variety. I mean, it is Junko type vibes, right? But still, like...
I do my best.
I'm very proud of all of y'all for your voice work and everything. This is
84 is textually multiple personalities, like, kind of put against each other to make a quote-unquote, like, appealing
truly like non-biased judge.
Mm-hmm,
That is textual.
I just, man, this has been a really cool case so far. I know, Blinn, you haven't gotten to like do too many voices. I feel like we're about to have characters for you as soon as we get to talk to more fucking mafia members and such. But I do imagine at least that you're enjoying yourself, given this is the fucking Yakuza goddamn case. And oh boy,
Oh yeah.
so much good Yakuza food and mafia crime food and everything, right?
I am having a lot of fun voicing Sosuke. And
Like
I
I
can't
said,
wait
any
to
new
voice more
character that pops
Yakuza.
up is Blinn's now for the rest of the case.
I also feel like Sarah's gotten a lot of fun things to bounce off of other characters here, and I've really enjoyed it. Sarah's been able to shine so much. You've had so many good, funny moments to have with Sarah.
Yay! My critter. I'm so glad that I get to be funny with her.
We have 3 more. We have 3 more episodes after this. Like, it's such a... we have such a veritable feast. I have never been more content to like tackle episodes with months, if not a year, in between timing. Theory time over bedtime imminent. Yeah. I have our queue person raid. We're gonna go raid Paladin Shadows, who is a incredibly cool Paladin themed VTuber that I got to collab with a while back. And I have not been able to raid them because they stream very late at night, I think. But we're gonna go ahead and raid them. They're playing Darkwood. And I know a few people here are crazy about Darkwood, but alright.
I do Darkwood.
I will try and have the VOD for this up sometime tomorrow before stream. I'll try and have schedule up tomorrow, but like a few things are kind of up in the air, but we'll see. But thank you everyone for watching. I'm glad that we all had fun. I need to get some fucking rest, so night everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
See you, chat.